in 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kevin on stage. She's
that chick angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers. All 2024. Church announcements. If you live in LA, pull up in 2 weeks. Kevin on stage and friends. Also, pre-order. Where can we get the shirts from, Angel?
Friend of the Pod is available at shopmamalikes.com under the podcast merch tab. These are pre-ordered only. We are allowing pre-orders until the 22nd, and then the shirts will ship out. After the 22nd, these shirts will be gone for forever.
Forever and ever and ever. Hosanna.
Forever.
Anything else? Oh, go ahead. I have something for you.
Go. You were so excited. I
had something. Somebody suggested this in the Patreon. So if you're not on Patreon,
yep.
Or if you're on the Patreon, we're doing the main and the bonus today because Angel's traveling this week. Somebody on the Patreon suggested this, and I meant to text you guys, but I forgot. So let's just have this discussion now. They said, what if y'all do summer hours in July? Because we got the wedding, honeymoon, your birthday, your anniversary, Josh's birthday. I'm just talking about the month of July.
And I got Paris.
Well, my birthday's in the month of June. But
yeah. And Paris is also in July. Mm-hmm. So they were like, why don't y'all do summer hours for the month of July and just do one episode week?
Wow.
But it would just be...
Just for July.
Just for July. But obviously that episode would only be on the Patreon because the 2 in 1 week with all the travel and all that.
Oh, we don't got ads that month, right?
We got ads that month.
Oh, we ain't got ads?
Ain't no ads in the month of
Summer
July.
hours it is.
We could do a FaceTime session and then...
So if you're on the Patreon, you might...
Here's the thing reacts to, though. We can do that. Like, because that's when that's like 6 minutes.
We could also batch shoot one of those days.
Maybe we could. Batch shoot for the month. In June before the wedding.
Oh, I was talking about Here's the Thing reacts.
That's what I'm talking about. Before the wedding, before we go to Mexico,
we can take
batch shoot that out. And then we can have our shirts off.
Sure, we'll be off in Mexico.
Yeah, because we take Christmas hours. We don't do anything.
Yeah, we don't do
from
anything.
Thanksgiving. I like
Christmas a birthday/summer flex.
Yeah, man, we be giving you the 2 every week.
At least we try to.
So July only, summer hours. I'm sorry if you're not on Patreon. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you guys. I know it's probably very frustrating. I know you're probably like, ah. But if you only want to do it for the month of July, then just pay the $5 for the month of July. You can turn it back off. It's up to you.
You're winning for the month of July.
Because it is really hard to schedule when we are all traveling and trying to enjoy vacation.
I don't think
Who wants to work in the summer?
I don't think they understand what it takes to do the jump around the hoops for the different schedules and then bulk everything on one day.
Yes.
Yep.
And it just be a regular Tuesday for everybody else.
Yes. All right. We're telling you now. Set aside $2 in May, $2 in June, and $1 in July, and
you straight.
And you straight.
Yeah.
And you can cut it off. When August comes back, we'll be right back.
Or just listen to the previews.
Or run it back the old episodes.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
Because they're still funny. And yes, I am. I'm going to Europe. Kevin's not taking me. I'm going on my own. I got a job that's taking me to
You don't have to go. You are very much like Tony. Y'all won't go. Y'all won't get rich in that pocket and go unless there's some money attached.
There we go.
Tony was like, I would have never been to London if we didn't have shows there.
Right. Absolutely. So yeah, job is taking me, so I'm excited. Praise the Lord.
And Bedbugs is gone.
Praise God.
The moment we canceled our Ball Brothers thing, the Bedbugs was like, all right, man, we done.
Listen, I would have still went anyways, and I just would have been awake the entire time I was there.
Bodies.
I just would not. I've been outside all day. You were just outside in Paris? Yes. No bed bugs coming back with me.
No bed bugs on me. All right, now listen, we're going to talk about the beef because you know what? We got to shoot 2 hours plus. I saw some people like, I'm tired of the beef. I ain't. As a podcaster, I am grateful. I said, oh my God, Kendrick and Drake.
Give us more.
You might have gave us 2 segs out the beef.
Yeah.
You might have gave it 2 segs. Because, sometimes in the summertime, we be reaching the bottom of the barrel for stuff. What type of chicken cutlets do you like?
I like the juicy ones that look like they had implants.
Sometimes, but Kendrick and Drake, they giving us stuff to talk about. So if you're listening to all our podcasts and you listen to the bonus, we talked about the beef on Friday morning. And at that moment, I want to say the most recent
16 in LA was the last thing that
right?
had dropped. Yep.
Okay, so that must have been Friday night. Drake dropped Family Matters,
yeah.
which I thought was his best of the battle.
It was
Push-Ups was good and catchy. I thought Family Matters was like, okay, I literally tweeted, okay, Drake, solid, all caps. I said, okay, I felt like he unearthed some dirt that I wasn't aware of, true or not. He was rapping good, and visually, he took his time. He got a
minivan,
the Good Kid, Mad City van, drove it around. They said Toronto and LA. I couldn't tell. I don't be knowing landmarks like that.
That'd be a long drive if you drove.
Yes, I thought it was in Toronto. He crushed the Good Kid, Mad City van, and I was like, oh, Drake is back. You know, you watching a boxing match, it's been 10-9, 10-9, 10-9. Then Drake had a flurry. He landed some solid shots.
And before the song ended, there was a notification saying that somebody else had dropped a music.
For me, it wasn't like that. So I tweeted that, and literally me and Melissa was watching Hijack on Apple Plus, which is pretty good so far. We was watching the pilot. The boys were out.
That's been out for a little bit.
It has.
Oh yeah.
But we were trying to find something to watch that we hadn't watched. Isaiah was at prom, and Joe was at his homeboy's house. So it was also a little weird to be like, so y'all just living your life? Y'all both just out? Isaiah gone, Joe gone on a Friday night?
Kevin.
They grown.
They're grown men with families.
So I went and charged my phone, and I said, you know what? I'm going to be focused on being my wife during family time. Charged my phone. She didn't charge hers, but hers was on the little, like, we have like a little, almost like a tray table, basically.
Side table.
Little side table. So her phone started buzzing and buzzing and buzzing, right? So it's Mel. Mel calls, and it's like, did you hear? And Alyssa's like, yeah, we heard the Drake, you know what I'm saying? It was solid. She's like, what? Drake? Kendrick dropped.
That's so 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Melissa's like, girl, Kendrick dropped this morning. Like, Kevin, them talking about a podcast, then Drake dropped. She was like, no, Melissa. Kendrick just dropped again. She was like, when? She was like a minute ago. We're listening to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way. I just put my phone down like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We go pick up our phone, and Kendrick has dropped
Meet the Grams.
And here's one of the reasons I feel like the beef is over and Drake is lost. In all previous beefs, internet age beefs, Drake has never had his moment snatched, right?
Yeah.
When he dropped Charged Up, and then he dropped Back to Back, Meek was finished. And Back to Back is a great diss. The memes, the quotables, the impact to Meek. I don't feel like Meek was a joke before as much, but post Back to Back,
I think it took the air out of his toughness.
Meek?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now he's on Instagram on a TikTok sound. Get up! Come on, Rock, situate him. Get up! Like, he's just not seen the same, I would say. Drake's best entry into this, Kendrick comes out with Meet the Grams, starts a diss track by talking directly to that man's child.
It was like he was reading a pen pal letter.
Yes.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry this man is your father. I wish your grandfather would have wore a condom.
My God.
I said, no, wait a second.
It was so rude to talk to that baby.
He said, Sandra, sit down, because I got something I need to say to his daddy. Now you hush. I was like, wait, you don't call these people by their first name? You don't know them?
You know in black culture how disrespectful it is to call somebody's parent by their first name. Even at our big age, I don't say Miss Dorothy, but I will say Mama Dorothy.
Yeah.
I cannot call that woman just her
Dorothy,
name. See,
yeah.
I couldn't even do it. I just like,
Dorothy, come on over here.
Can't
Let me tell you
do
about
it.
your
I
daughter.
play with my mom and my grandma, my aunt, and Melissa's mom, and I call them by their name because I'm funny and I can get away with it. But if they thought I wasn't joking,
yeah, they would be like,
boy, at big 41,
boy, and you a boy,
boy, don't play with me. So Dennis, you raised a terrible person.
That's what he said.
A sick man. I mean, it wasn't even like you're a bad person.
Yes,
you
you're a
raised a bad
monster.
person, right? So Kendrick, with no music video, I think this is What was the cover of this?
This is the
This was the-
glove, but bigger. Now we got the
It
glove,
had
the shirt, the medication.
It had the Ozempic pills.
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Smaller parts. So it now rapping for rapping, it was very rude. And I think Family Matters probably was a better song, but the taking the air out of the room was the better move.
When I tell you, me and Marcus were laying on the bed, and we were talking, and I said, "Wait, Kendrick just dropped another song," and I was like, "I want to hear it." He's like, I'm not interested in it."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, I'm gonna play it." I played on the TV. When I tell you the clutching of the pearls we both were doing, we were like, "Oh,
Yes.
oh,
That's how me and Melissa were.
oh my God!" There was truly nothing we could do but that, because you just don't expect. Like, I've never seen that done.
No.
Not in a rap beef. So this is what I'll say. I thought I agree with you. First of all, I've actually enjoyed each one of Drake's songs in this beef genre
I
right now.
hated the AI part. The AI parts of the AI song. I actually didn't mind him rapping. I think there was a third verse was him, but I thought the AI.
No, and the AI did not lend to anything. It didn't help it at all. But it wasn't like there wasn't a song that I was just like, yuck, Drake.
No, I get you.
So now, while I am still more of a Kendrick fan and will always be, and I thought Kendrick's first song, Euphoria, was hilarious. To go into I hate the way you look, the way that you talk,
God.
the way that you walk, the way you dress, hysterical
Loved
to me.
it. Loved it.
You don't know nothing about that. And then getting to 616 in LA, I was like, okay, come on, Kendrick. But this damn Meet the Grams was something I have never seen before in a rap beef.
I agree.
I was like, look at how innovative you said. And also the fact that the song that Drake had just dropped was Family Matters. He was like, well, you want to talk about Family Matters? Let me talk to your family that matters to you.
And that was the diabolicalness of it, which made me think he really does have somebody in your camp, because it was literally, I believe, not even joking, 15 minutes. So that tells me, as a YouTube creator, either the song was uploaded and was public and he made it private, or since the song was about 6 minutes long, he heard it, Drake dropped, upload, public. A 6-minute song probably takes about, 5 to 10 minutes to upload, process, become public, get out to your YouTube feed. He grabs that link, throws it on Twitter, and fireworks ensue.
Yeah.
Now, we go to bed Friday night.
We go to bed.
Saturday, we're having a party, right? Having a great time.
A good time.
Kendrick drops again. Now, this is the only song of the battle that I actually went and put on my personal phone.
Because
I said,
they're not like us.
you know what? I want to have access to this, even if I've got bad service. This, for me, Kevin,
I see dead people.
this, mustard on that beat, ho.
Mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak though, man damn, call like Ember Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo, what's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see
Jabroni
Compton, the industry.
Times.
Jabroni ass. You gonna look that up?
No, I need to hear it a little bit
It needs
louder.
to have a little more to it.
We're gonna go to my phone's really not enough.
Yes, Denise. I
really like
I also recognize that.
Nice,
the fact
Josh.
that in Euphoria he references 6 Cents, and then he brings it back.
Let's just.
I think it's great.
It's gonna loop.
Oh, yes, niggas.
Are you able to twerk good to this, Angel?
Bat. You gonna crip rock? Come on, praise the Lord, Kevin. Those sneakers are neat looking. Get it.
Ooh.
Certified pedophile. This is my favorite part. What? That's the twerk part. He said this for you, Angel. Throw that ass.
Just for you.
A minor. Yeah! They not like us. They like us. They like us. They not like us. They not like us.
They won't.
You gotta stop, knuckle. He said knuckle.
He said, Drake, they're not slow. That part. Hey, Drake, they're not slow.
Woo!
Jumping. Other vaginal option. Pussy.
Fuck no Wayne Grower, he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on
Serena.
Any homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered.
I love how the beat was just like,
I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Years, all eyes on me and I'm a
send it up the pop. Gotta get a drop. Sweet chin music and I won't have to op.
how many stocks do I really have in stock?
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. He a 69 God. Hey.
Nigga. Die.
Bust it on a beat, ho.
They not like us. They not like us.
Playing during the NBA playoffs or commercial breaks.
They not like us.
Playing during the NBA
And that
playoffs.
sucks. For,
This is the verse.
I know.
This is the verse. Shh.
Let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down
For you. This is real nigga challenge.
You caught future when you didn't see the
Club.
Little baby help you put your lingo on.
Look.
21 get you for street cred.
Yeah.
Make you feel like you a slime in your
Head.
head. What Quavo said you could be from North Side. What 2 Chainz say you good.
But he lied.
You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
Oh my God.
He a fan here. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fan,
He a fan. He a fan. He a fan. He a fan.
freaky ass nigga.
He a
69 God.
Freaky ass nigga.
He a 69 God.
Hey,
Run for your life. Hey. Run for your life.
freaky ass nigga. He a
He's a
69.
69 God.
Hey.
Freaky ass nigga. He a
He's a
69.
69 God.
Hey. Run for your life.
Hey. Run for your life.
OV-ho. OV-ho.
Then step this way. Step this way. Step this way. Step this way. Then step this way. Step this way. Step this way. Step that way.
Whew. Mm-hmm. Now, that song.
Hold on. Before we move on, since we played the song in its entirety, God bless Kendrick Lamar for clearing the rights for YouTube reviews for this song.
Oh my God. Content
Everybody's
creators
eating B.
were going. I saw a mashup of like
They clicked up and put
all the
together.
black rap content reactors. It was like a super cut of them.
Because it's so much. But you know what's not too much? Factor.
That's
Factor
right.
meals. Wow. Warmer, sunnier days are calling. Fuel up with them. Factor's no prep, no mess meals. Meet your wellness goals in time for the summer thanks to the menu of chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved and ready to eat in just 2 minutes. So no matter how busy you are, you'll always have time to enjoy nutritious, great-tasting meals. Make today the day you kickstart a new healthy routine. What are you waiting for? With 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week, you'll always have new flavors to explore. Crush your wellness goals this May with dietitian-approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. Make your day delicious. From breakfast to dessert, stay fueled with easy, nutritious options. Treat yourself to restaurant quality meals that feature premium ingredients like filet mignon, shrimp, and blackened salmon. Keep the kitchen time to a minimum. Factor's meals are ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, prepping, cooking, or cleaning up. Enjoy effortless support to your lifestyle. Choose from 6 menu options to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well balanced. Head to factormeals.com/SK50
SK50.
and use code SK50
SK50.
to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code SK50
SK50.
at factormeals.com/SK50
SK50.
to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
So then, let's just get the music out the way. Drake had told Metro Boomin to shut his whole behind up and make some drums. What you know what Metro Boomin did? He shut up and he made some drums, uploaded it, and said, "Hey, whoever makes the best verse gets a free beat." And then he later said, "I'm gonna add 10K to the best person, and then give the next person a free beat."
No, I would have did that myself.
Should have hopped on. And then he released this.
What a sample.
BBL Drizzy.
Woo!
Put some drums on it. He put them drums all over
You
it.
Angel. It's where you come in, ride the beat.
Right here on this.
That's where you come in. Now, take your time. Get in the stew. Rap over this. You can get 10K. You know you got the 4 kids to feed.
I'll do it. Thicker than a snicker, thicker than your nigga.
So if you don't know, there's a creator named King Wallonius who's been making all these funny songs. Metro sampled him. This is the original BBL Drizzy song.
Yes, I heard the original.
So did I. Where is the, oh, maybe he pinned it. This is it. So Metro sampled a creator. I don't know if he's making the songs with AI or I don't know how he's distorting his voice.
I think it's all AI.
I need to know how these things are happening for sheer fun. And I'm sorry AI is going to eventually murder us, but until then, at least we can get some fun songs out of it. And this is point 2 why I feel like Drake has lost this beef. Usually the beef loser is the one who ends up getting clowned on the internet, right?
Well, now.
Yeah, now.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, in our day, even when Spanish guy was just a sweet little Spanish baby.
Sweet little baby.
It was just the talk of the streets, barbershops, hoop courts, beauty salons, school, work, whatever.
Yeah.
But now we have the internet. This BBL Drizzy thing that Metro put out, I've seen people rap in Japanese. I've seen a guitar solo. Let me see if on TikTok, white dude did a guitar solo to it. Was crazy. I've seen trumpet solos. Somebody on Twitter said today.
Masego did a saxophone one.
He sure did. He said, "You better be lucky that that it's not football season, because if the black bands, if it was football season, them HBCUs would be playing. They not like us.
Do you don't think they will? They will next year.
Yes. This is the guitar solo. White dude.
Killing it. Oh, that's nasty.
You getting dissed musically with no words because the track is good. I've seen the trumpet one in this.
That's just so sad.
Now listen, it gets worse, y'all. So in Drake's Family Matters. I think that's when he said that, well, Kendrick, too bad you got molested, right? And he was referencing a song.
Which is a disgusting take.
Yeah, well, and it's also not what Kendrick said. It's from Kendrick's album, Mr. Around the Big Steppers.
Yes, some
It's a song called Mother I Sober.
Yeah, Mother I Sober. I was like, love to mother.
Listen
Jesus.
to this white Harvard professor.
Very white.
I mean, white.
He was like, oh, I'm a Drake who doesn't have self-awareness.
Listen to this.
That's when you know you
It's
lost the
Ben
beat.
Stein, basically.
Misreads the text. He reads the text. This is why it's
Part
very important.
6. Sorry.
Critical thinking skills are very important. This is why it's the most important thing you can learn in college is critical thinking.
Yeah.
Reading
Part 6. My bad. I forgot about that one.
Patronizing. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to be clear. It is the fact that one could listen to or read the lyrics to the song Mother I Sober and conclude that Kendrick himself was sexually abused is completely against the sense of the text. The text itself is about generational trauma and about the fact that his mother assumed that he must have been abused because of the abuse that she suffered herself. It's about the presumption of it, not about the fact of it. He wasn't touched, but he was still affected because he was constantly chasing manhood. But Whitney's gone. By the time you hear this song, she did all she could. Drake, you sent us back to this song, and in this song, Kendrick Lamar told us that Whitney left him. And now we're supposed to sit there and listen to your track where you say, how come you haven't talked to Whitney in 6 months? It's like we know why. We know why. Because their relationship couldn't survive the results of the trauma that he suffered. And it wasn't SA, it was other stuff. And it's such a beautiful song, and it's so powerful, and it's so meaningful. And it's something that Kendrick can bring us. And it's a reminder, Drake, that you can't. You just lack the self-awareness. And, dude, that's all right.
Dude.
I love, the Stooges.
That. So rude.
Proto-punk from the 60s, Is Iggy Pop in 1969 capable of writing a song called Mother I Sober? No. Not all music has to be all things all the time. But this is a very special thing. And you are attacking a man who's capable of doing something uniquely well in the art that you yourself practice. And in your effort, he simultaneously refers, well, he misreads the text. He reads the text.
So you are getting dragged by tenured professors? Dude, where's your critical thinking skills there, pal?
He was like, listen, there's nothing wrong with what you do. I love the Stooges. I love clowns, right? I love idiots, gestures, those things. So there's nothing wrong. There's a place for you. But Kendrick can offer us something you cannot.
He offers a culture.
The Stooges, and I love the Three Stooges too. I mean, who loves a good
But who?
yoink, yoink, Ooh, I love it.
But nobody actually wants to be considered the Stooges. Even comedians don't want to be like,
No.
you good like the Three Stooges. You be
Nobody
like,
wants doink. Like, when I was 7, I remember me and my brother, black and white. I had, Mo, Larry Curly, Shemp. People don't talk about Shemp.
Right.
Shemp, I love Shemp with the little bob. I mean, the bangs.
the little bop. I like
You know
it
what
as
I'm
a
saying?
bop.
But like, and it's funny because this reminded me what Mos Def said about Drake a couple months ago. Like, he's like, you're not really making hip hop. You making bubblegum Target music, which has its place.
Yes.
Right. And we had that whole discussion. And there was one other thing I wanted to share with y'all. Oh, listen to this one. This is another one. This is so good. Listen to this. Another scholarly take.
Everybody to Kendrick's side for now.
Sorry.
This is enough to sway everybody to Kendrick's side for now. But the big
Obviously, some of you have seen my immediate reaction to Euphoria by Kendrick, but I've seen a lot of men who have made a career out of comments on hip hop.
He did this
talk
when he
about
said
Euphoria, and I think they are
Thank you.
fundamentally missing the most important part of the entire song. One of the biggest parts of the song is that Kendrick is claiming to speak for the entire culture, and he pulls the string of what the culture is looking for and how the culture and Drake are not aligned. The problem with so many people who are commenting about this, because here's what I've seen consistently, is I've seen hip-hop fans universally say, God, Kendrick snapped. And I've seen a lot of white guys with podcasts go, I think this is pretty even. Because there's an element to what Kendrick is calling out in Drake that I think you as a white male hip-hop podcaster see in yourself, which is that you aren't actually a part of the culture, because the culture of hip-hop at its core is rooted in a blackness that you can't fully participate in. And so I watched a guy do a review of it, and he never even mentioned the elements of Kendrick revoking Drake's N-word pass, which is one of the most major parts of the entire song, right? Like, or talking about, because if we flash back to what Rick Ross going off on the rants about Drake, and then Drake posting the screenshot of the text to his mom in which he described Rick Ross as being racist, and then black folks being like, that's a really white thing of you to do, Drake. Like, there's so much of that exists, but when you are already a white person trying to, profiting off of black culture, you can't actually admit that what Drake is identifying here, he's not only identifying Drake, he's identifying you. So of course they're going to instinctually side with Drake because Drake represents what they are. And also what Kendrick is actually calling out in the song is not necessarily saying that Drake isn't black, but saying that Drake's blackness is only useful when it's profitable. But outside of the profitability of blackness, Drake never actually exhibits or lives in what it means to be black, particularly in America. And so for the white men who are commenting on hip hop for career, God bless you, do your thing, podcast, microphones, whatever. But also recognize that part of what Kendrick is calling out is the reality of an existence of, if blackness is only profitable for you, then you are a problem. And we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Scholarly drags. Also, apparently the white dude was talking about the Stooges, the band. I don't know them, didn't get that reference. And this is why this is a comedy podcast.
This is why we just need to do basic journalistic
Spanish
research.
guy, this is why we get in trouble.
This is it.
They're a band?
Like, what? Yes.
But how do we know that's what he was talking about?
The Stooges is originally a rock band known as Iggy and the Stooges. I'm on Wikipedia.
I asked this white man, I texted him, and he said, no, the Three Stooges, the ones that you all know. I know that there's a Stooges, the band, but that wasn't what his reference was, Chill.
That's what I heard. I only know one Stooges. Shout out to the black people who knew about the Stooges, the band.
Yes.
So this is, but what and this is what Kendrick was saying. I didn't really want to get into this argument, not argument, but discussion. I never thought Kendrick was saying you're not black. Like, you're not a black person.
I don't know why that became a thing even in this discussion.
Yeah.
I was like, he never said that. He just said, I don't like you saying the N-word. And
the way Drake hops on stuff, like when and I said this, when Drake told his mom that Rick Ross was racist, I was like, at my whole black 41 years, I have never in all, like, no matter how a black person acts, I don't think I've ever called a black person racist.
Yeah, because what it really boils down to, if you think a black person does not like other black people because of them being black, is just self-hate. It's not racism.
Yeah, we will call them, we'll go skinfolk and kinfolk, we'll go coon, we'll go Uncle Tom, but I don't think I've ever said to a black person, you're racist. I've never, but if your mom is white, no disrespect to the mixed people out there, she can connect racist. And then if you're a white person, enjoying hip hop culture, you might be, that was racist to call Drake a white boy. But it would never come in my mind. No, even like Candace Owens, black people I don't respect, whatever, I would never say if she's a racist. I'd definitely go self-hate, whatever it is. So that's where it was like.
Well, this is what's crazy to me. If it's okay to call a mixed person black, how is it not okay to call a mixed person white?
Yes.
Now I would never call a mixed person white for the most part because they cannot usually what is the word? It's not appropriate. It's assimilate physically. A lot of times they can't assimilate to a place of whiteness that it is not apparent that blackness is there.
Yes.
But I ain't never heard nobody be like, that's racist to call this mixed person black.
Right.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody loud enough say, oh, well, we can't call President Barack Obama black. No, that's our black president. Yes, he does have a white parent, but let me tell you, if you had him standing beside a white person, you would not be thinking, well, he's white.
Right.
You would be like, that's a black man. And unless you show the white mama, you would never know.
I am the worst at knowing. I'm terrible at knowing if people is mixed.
Listen,
I will give you black until you take a picture next to your mother. Didn't know J. Cole was mixed.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known either.
Never made me know mixed white mom, which is apparently a joke a lot of times. Never made me know difference. J. Cole always moved through the world as a black man to me. And really so did Drake. And I'm going to tell you, listen, I was like really introspective with myself because I really used to enjoy Drake, but I stopped and I was asking myself why it was. And I think I figured it out over the years. One, I didn't like that he was always changing how he rapped to be like this group or that group. Houston accent, London accent, XXX Tentacion. I remember All Def. There was younger people like Spanish Guy, DZ, Pat. I didn't listen to XXX Tentacion, but I remember this was a discussion like, nah, Drake stole his flow. I remember watching his flow, watching the YouTube video on it, and being like, like we call that wave riding.
Yes, absolutely.
Not the biggest fan, which is what Kendrick detailed in that last part of that song. And then the Millie Bobby Brown interview, I remember that when she said me and Drake text all the time and Drake texts, I miss you. I remember thinking, why is you texting a 14-year-old, I miss you? That's not related to you. Mm-hmm. Like a random, even though she's a celebrity and big on Stranger Things, why are you texting a child, I miss you? That's 14. And she's talking about it on the red carpet. Mm-hmm. And I remember being like, that was cringe. Yeah. Cringe to me.
Yeah.
And then the way the Meg Thee Stallion thing, when that happened, and Drake had like a stallion bar, I don't remember exactly what he said. I was like, that's corny. And the way he sided with Tory Lanez, I was like, okay, that's even more corny.
Because he did not have a dog in that fight at all.
And the way he was salty about Serena was corny. The way he was salty about Rihanna was corny. It was like over the last 6 to 10 years, it's just like early, I didn't know much about him. It was just the music.
Yeah, Kendrick said, keep Serena out your mouth.
Yeah, yes, but he was so corny about that Serena stuff. Like, and the Rihanna, and you know what I'm saying? It was just like, and then what was happening for me, the corn was overwhelming the music. Because I could not get out of my mind all the corny stuff that you was doing. Mm-hmm. Like, you couldn't just let Rihanna move on. Like, you always threw on snide remarks and stuff. Like, let her move. Somebody on Twitter said, now, you can't say nigga and racist. You got to draw a line in the sand. If you're going to be saying the nigga word, then you can't be also telling your mom that Rick Ross is racist. Yeah. You're going to be one type of black person or white person. Yeah. But you can't choose from both sides.
I think anytime you try to other yourself from us, then you are no longer us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
That is where and I think because most of the mixed people that I grew up in life, I had never been under this this thought that I see more and more now of there are mixed people and there are black people, because most of the mixed people I grew up with fully identified as black. There was, even if their white parent was still in their life, they fully identified with, I am a black person. Yes. And so there was never any question for me about their blackness, because they never othered themselves. Yeah. They never were like, well, y'all do this. Well, then bitch, you ain't us. Right. If you can y'all do this to me, then you ain't me.
They not like us. Period. They not like us. They not like us.
Period. And if that is what, I don't follow Drake well enough to know what he does, but if that is something that he has done, either in the past or currently, then then once you cut yourself off from me, then you cannot claim anything of mine for your, for your own wealth.
You in your bag, you in your Duffy, you in your Birkin.
That's just how how I've always felt about it. And so I think there's a couple of things with Drake. I don't know how he moved throughout his life as a youth. I don't know if he moved through life at seeing himself as a black boy, or if he saw himself as a mixed person that is definitely part white, definitely part black. But I will say that there does feel to be have you ever seen dudes that like really act street that grew up not in that type of environment?
Absolutely.
That grew up in a very peaceful,
privileged, safe.
Yeah, like you did not experience any of this tough guy stuff.
Yes.
So why are you trying to rep it that hard? That is what it feels like I get from Drake.
Hold this thought. Never knew this before. Metro Boomin posted a video of Drake having a fancy dinner when he was young. I'll say this is Aubrey, talking about Toronto lingo. Listen at this.
His candlelight is really dark, really romantic. Got to know them much better, so it was fun. Do you have like your words up there that like kind of funky and weird?
The guys at our school, instead of addressing people like the group, they're saying like, "What are you guys doing?" Say "man's like you." It's a really so man's like you are going to that, and then this means like the group.
Crew. That's interesting.
It's not. It's really ignorant.
Sounds really ignorant.
That's rude.
No.
Was it good thing? That's fat. That's dope.
Yeah, I hear that.
These are old school, like.
Yeah, those are old school. I don't like chocolate. His candlelight
Okay.
is really
He said at my school, they'll say "man's like you" instead of "you all." Now, fast forward to this video. Y'all give me a second. Let me be old for a second because I need to find it.
Go ahead and find it.
Listen to Drake's Toronto accent in this video. And remember what he just said. Let's remember what he just said. Now listen to Drake in this video. 6 years ago.
100% no money back guaranteed after you swing the loop.
That's not Drake yet.
So what are you waiting for, you beam? Taking how the man them rate T.Goon Scrap DVD.
Yeah, man, like, honestly, I'm gonna tell you, yo, my first T.Goon Scrap, bro, yo, one of my brothers that used to work at JD's Connections, bro, he linked me, he's like, yo, I got a thing that you need to see, you know what I'm saying? So you know what it is, the man them popped that in the thing, bro. You know, it was one of those nights, bro. Yeah. Everybody was there, you know, building up a vibe, and trust me, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, it's just a classic for the city, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, when the man them are when the man them are doing their thing, you always have to support, man. So, yo, trust me, fair ratings for these two, man. You know what I'm saying? 3 out of 10 for sure, you know what I'm saying? Trust me. Siskel and Ebert thing, dog. Trust me.
You can't just last with that 10, bro.
Allowing you is not a 10, though. You mean
Drizz.
That's not allowing you.
So that's for y'all, Jay and Trey, whom I love. Random Order Show. No disrespect to the Mendem. Love them. They're legit. Toronto getting Drake was huge. But I got to make the point that I got to make. And I couldn't think. I don't know enough Drake references to find it. Now, one more. And I ain't see this till this.
Look it up. And while you do, I want to introduce the people to our new sponsor, Nico Kitchen Shop. If you're searching for a natural alternative to support your health and well-being, look no further. Nico Kitchen Shop offers a curated selection of wild-crafted sea moss products and plant-based supplements carefully crafted for maximum potency. Sea moss is an all-natural supplement for all ages and supports your immune system, gut health, energy levels, and more. With Nico's dedication to quality and service, every perishable product is prepared to order and shipped frozen within 7 days. They have sea moss in forms like gummies, applesauce, capsules, and tea. I've been tearing up that applesauce. It is delicious, okay? In the gummies as well. Makes eating sea moss so much easier, because I know for some people sea moss is just a little bit like ooh, but it actually is really, really yummy. And I'm all about immune support. I'm around people, we talk a lot, breathing in other folks' breath. I want to make sure I'm supporting my immune system the best way possible, and Nico's Kitchen makes it possible. Invest in your health today with Nico Kitchen Shop. Visit their website and discover the difference for yourself. Now, here's the thing. Our listeners get an exclusive 15% discount on every order every time. Excuse me, not on every order. An exclusive 15% discount on your order every time you use our promo code. Type in NicoKitchenShop.com and use promo code CREW with a K at checkout to unlock your savings. That's NicoKitchen.com. That's NicoKitchenShop.com. Tell them you're with the crew. And listen, real quick, shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. I use it and you should too. Listen, allergy season is here, and the way I'm over here just like, whoo, Give me some relief from this nasal congestion. And Astapro was like, I got you, boo. My allergies were have been thrown off my whole morning. Do I sound different to you? I sound different to me. I feel like I'm in a submarine. Astapro is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working in 30 minutes while other allergy sprays take hours. Astapro is the first and only 24-hour steroid-free allergy spray. Astapro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astapro. Go to astapro.com for a discount so you can Astapro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astapro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies. Okay, go.
All right, one more thing. This is Drake when he just learned to say nigga early.
It bugged me, man. It bugged me because it was like somebody I looked up to at one point. It was somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. He opened for Jay.
Nigga.
You know, he had records. He was killing them.
Like, that might have been the hardest hard ER.
Oh my God.
That's that. It's like he just found out he could say it, but he ain't know how to say it good yet.
That was terrible.
That's that nigger. Whoa.
It was hard.
Whoa.
It was
whoa.
Hard. It was
Drake.
That are hooked up in there. It just
That was lowercase NIGG, capital new font.
He turned
ER
to a fucking pirate. Nigger. It was so aggressive.
That's that nigger, right? Whoa.
Like,
that was how the people who originated the word said it.
No, they were impressed. They were like, God dang, why did we go that hard?
You on the original.
We were just
nigger.
like, nigger. You did nigger. Hearty-har, niggers, hearty-har. We've got nigger, hearty-har. That is what happened. Oh, thank you. You could have left mine in my cup. I ain't even going
to
What cup, Angel?
Also, real quick, thank you, sweetheart.
Get delivered in.
Toronto has heavy Jamaican people, and their accent is heavily
heavy
Jamaican.
Caribbean.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Caribbean influence. But as far as like actual slang, London and Toronto heavily influenced by Jamaican patois.
Yeah.
Because I had some Jamaican friends, and then I was hearing like London and Toronto. I was like, I heard y'all say ting and wagwan and mayute, things like that.
Yeah.
Ting like that, like a mandem, wagwan, mandem. Mandem, I think is English. But that's why you hear that Jamaican influence.
Yeah.
Now, I want to move on just a little bit. Actually, two more things.
Okay.
Didn't expect us to take this.
I did. I don't know why you be thinking these things is going to be flying through.
I saw this too. The Google had an increase in the following word searches. Colonizer definition. What is a colonizer? Colonizer meeting. What's a colonizer? Not like us. Lyrics. Define colonizer. And colonize. So people are learning.
They are. What did he say? You're not a da-da-da. You're a colonizer. You're not a what?
You're not a colleague.
You're a colonizer. That's what he said.
Now, real quick before we move on, Drake's The Heart Part 6, the most defeated sounding diss track rap beef entry I've ever heard in my life. We planted that. I mean, just like the energy was like, yeah, we planted that stuff and you found it. Which stuff? The stuff about the kids? The stuff about the Ozempic? Because the kids stuff I heard way before this.
You
diss
heard
track.
about the pedophile or the daughter?
I've heard the daughter. I don't. Oh, the daughter I hadn't heard
That's
about.
what he was referring to.
Yeah.
Oh, just the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about that. Actually, there was an article about the daughter that apparently was written like 9 years ago. That Drake has like a 2-year-old love child. Now the source is a little shaky, so I won't. I think it was like media takeout. I was like, I'm never gonna give no credence to no media takeout.
Somebody said that these Drake beefs are gender reveals. I laughed so hard because I was like, if he really does have another we don't know about child, I think we're all suspect. We might be his child too.
Also, my favorite diss track of all time, I'm sorry, is Story of Adidon. Pusha T. I have never in my life, and I'm not a hip hop historian. I'm just a casual observer who's a church kid. So I ain't listened to the albums like everybody did. But when Pusha T said, "You are hiding a child, let that boy come home," and Drake really had a son, I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah, it's definitely
so
something
Drake has a history of hitting children.
Which is crazy.
History of hitting children. And a lot of points were made. If you planted that, then show us. Prove it. And I don't know what it was. But you didn't plant that inappropriate girl stuff.
No, we saw it with our eyes.
You didn't speak to that. And anytime you gotta go on a diss track and say, first of all, I don't even like inappropriate things with girls.
I'm too famous.
Well,
I was like,
I know.
I'm too famous.
He said I would have been in jail. Nigga, R. Kelly just got put away. And
now
we saw
listen,
video of his ass.
Because you're famous and rich, you're actually, the opposite is true. You would be able to move long time without facing legal consequences. If you have money, if you have good lawyers, if you can pay hush money or DNAs or threaten the law, whatever it is, people with money and power are often it's actually usually a surprise if they face any legal like consequences to the point of jail.
And also, let's not be confused. You are Drake, even though you don't have fans. He doesn't have fans like for real in this room. There are a lot of young girls that are fans of Drake. So he's acting as if, he would have to be like, come here.
Come on
you
now.
can easily pervert a young girl's mind to wanting to do something with you and thinking it was like an honor. This is not being locked or trapped in a basement.
Talk, Angel.
It's like, so don't make it seem as though like, oh God, like if I did something. No, some of these, unfortunately, these young girls are so mesmerized by you, they would let you do whatever and not say nothing to people to get you in trouble with no problem.
I'm with you when you're right, and you're right. You're talking good. And also, something I had not seen before. Apparently, early in his career, he brought a 17-year-old girl on stage.
I heard about it.
Kissed on her. Asked her when she was 17. Let me. Because I said this, I wasn't seeing these things in my life. Let me see if I can find this video. She actually came out and said, like, it wasn't a big deal. The video's titled Drake Gets Creepy with 17-year-old on Stage. How old are you? 17? And he said, I'm too young, I can't go to jail yet. And I think he was well a man. I don't know what age he was in this video. Now, if I had brought a girl on stage and she said she was 17, okay, thank you, kindly go sit back down. Why are you even here? Okay. And one of his fans was like, first of all, the age of consent in Canada is only 16.
Which is,
There's one of my favorite tweets that said, we need another list. Like you have the sex offender list, and we're going to need a one right above that is like
watch list.
The watch list. Like you might not have done nothing yet, but we need to keep our eyes on you. Because when you're 17, you is a Zay 17.
Come on.
That boy put diesel in the gas tank.
Fully developed.
Yes, he
Your
did.
brain is
He
not
put
fully
diesel
developed.
in it.
Yes, he is.
Lord.
Yes, he's a baby. It's just like.
Hold on, before you say that, people in the Patreon are saying 17 is still a minor. Music theory bars, Angel.
And I really wanted to get there's a thing that there's an instrument where you can see what the note is that the person is singing. And I said, if that damn Kendrick is actually singing in an A minor note right there, I'm going to slap him when I see him because you're ridiculous.
And guess what? He wasn't.
Okay.
It was a B, this other music theory person tweeted, can't remember. And they were like, well, why'd he do it in B? And she said, because he would never be with A minor. And I said, well, I don't know if he did it on purpose or by mistake.
But if he did that, I'll slap him twice.
But Pulitzer Prize. Pulitzer
That
Prize.
would be, because I was like, ooh, this is an interesting note choice that he's holding. And I was like, if this is actually an A minor, I'm going to be really mad at him for doing that.
Yeah. I
Because it was
would
fire.
too.
It was
Now,
fire.
Let me just move on for a second because I want to make sure we have time to get to this. After all this discourse.
Yeah, I got it.
You didn't like
so
it?
good.
We got
it's
it.
so good.
Y'all didn't laugh.
Yeah, man, you're crazy, man.
Perfect.
Discourse.
Gas me up. Gas me up.
This
gas
41.
me up.
That nigga is funny.
All right. Now you did too much.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you what really chaps my hide.
Ooh.
Fam.
Cheese and Vam. DJ VLAD.
Lord Jesus.
King Culture Vulture hops his Vladimir's.
The mix was off, Kevin.
Angel.
You just have to admit it.
When he tweeted, I don't like the mix. He two-tracked it. Drake took his time and did a good mix. I said, nigga, I forgot how much I don't like you.
I would not have
I forgot how much I don't like you.
I don't like you.
I blocked DJ Vlad on Twitter so I don't see his stuff. But because he did that, and then he got into it with black woman Morgan Jerkins, because she was like, shut up and mind, this is black folks' business. People were quoting him because they either blocked him too or they don't want to get his attention. So I start seeing the tweet screenshots, and it reminded me how much I don't like. I haven't blocked on. I don't watch. He's blocked on YouTube. I literally never see him on my page because he infuriates me how he uses hip hop street culture. He is the feds to the max. You know he don't even be in the room no more in those interviews. He's in a screen because apparently Rick Ross got him jumped allegedly. So they're talking basically a Zoom version of him. Right? And one clip was going viral. Lord Jamar was talking about, let me see if I can find it real quick.
These names.
Yeah, Lord Jamar, old school hip hop.
In VLAD.
Listen to this clip.
I actually understand why the song was taken off the country charts. Why? Here's why. Let's just say a country singer, someone that's been doing, putting out country songs on his YouTube channel for a couple of years, who's a standard, country guy who plays the guitar and talks about country music type stuff. He decides one day, you know something, I'm going to just play around and switch it up. I'm going to go ahead and make a hip hop song. And in the song, I'm going to talk about wearing gold chains and smoking blunts and a bunch of stereotypical stuff that non-hip-hop people look at rappers and associate themselves with. And the song suddenly starts to chart because it's catchy and it gets on the hip-hop charts. I think most hip-hop people would look at that and say, man, get this parody song off these charts.
Do we? Because you've described Post Malone right there. You just described Post Malone. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Post Malone.
So I remember when Post Malone came out. At All Deaf, Spanish guy. White Iverson.
Yes.
The Youngs, the Josh, Deezy, Pat, Dez, all the Youngs, Jade were playing the song White Iverson. But I never saw the video. When I found out that was a white child, I said,
people forget
Post
Malone came up doing like Tom Petty covers on YouTube.
Folk music.
Yes. So the fact that he's leaning into that now is only just him leaning into what he actually likes to make.
What is it? The braids? He had braids. I love that. What is it? The braids? So and
did
then
he scream it like that, Kevin?
Kendrick did. What is it? The braids?
He did not scream it
Angel,
like
he
that.
did.
No, he did not.
Angel.
Cue it up. Let's go back to it, man.
I'm finding it.
Let's go back to it.
I'm gonna find it for you.
Wait a minute, but we would be remiss not to mention that somebody got hurt in this.
The security guard?
Yes.
I'm gonna get to it at the very end.
Okay.
They've been telling us to move on for like 30 minutes.
I don't care.
I'd be sick and tired of that comment.
You know.
You move on.
Why are you?
You have control over your eyes and your ears and your fingers. The title is The Beef Is Over. So you know we talking about it. So if you don't want to hear it, you a big girl, you a big boy. You can say, I'm sick of this. There's an X button in the top right of whatever app you on. You can click it. And you can be done with it. I don't like when people tell me what to talk about, Angel, because we got hours to fill. Hours.
I know you don't.
And also this discussion spans outside of the beef into like culture and music. And that's what's interesting to me. And I know the internet makes things seem tired, but it is Tuesday. This stuff happened on Saturday.
It really did.
Y'all want to fill 2 hours up?
They're not like us.
You want to have fresh topics? I would be, and I wanted to talk to Angel and Spanish guy about this.
I did too. We haven't talked about it.
We're at my party. When this happened, we played games.
We didn't get to all do the dun.
We didn't do it
together.
You in charge of your own life, baby. Patreon too, because this is just Patreon at this point. You in charge of your own life.
You really are.
You can fast forward or you can click off, baby.
I think this
Take
is
responsibility of your own ears. I want to say this real quick. Monty got into the trash. This is Monty got into the trash. I'm gonna tell you what happened though. At my party. So, parties generate a lot of trash.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm taking the trash, put it in the garage, taking the trash, put it in the garage. Real friends, great friends, they don't let you clean up by yourself. I'm not a great friend.
You are not that friend.
I don't clean up. Angel, Tony, Angel nearly bullied me into letting her help clean up to the point where she picked up a heavy chair because some people just, if they're at the party at the end, they won't leave without at least wiping something down, right? So what happened was whoever was helping didn't know Monty is the worst dog ever. Put the trash in the garage, keep the door locked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trash is full on the outside of the house. They put it down on the side. We make up Saturday morning, me and Melissa, let Monty go to the bathroom. And
oh boy.
Monty usually go pee, go poop.
And they come back.
And they come back upstairs.
He clocked in an extra 5.
About 5 minutes go by. I say, I don't hear man, Monty be slipping up the stairs. It's the funniest thing to me. He will slip and trip up the stairs all the time.
Just to cut you off real quick, he was so hyper to see everybody, he ran towards the door, turned around real quick, and was running in place
like a cartoon. He looks like a cartoon.
Like 3 seconds.
He's like, I need to get a slipper.
All right, keep going.
I must offer you this gift. Welcome to my home.
You be hearing the steps. Keep going.
So 5 minutes go by. I said, is Monty? Where's Monty? So my first fear, and I was butt naked at the time, I'm like, oh, somebody didn't close the side of the gate.
He's out.
Oh, and he ran away.
So I go outside, booty cheeks out. I said, let me put some shorts on. Because, the dog get on my nerve, but I do love the dog.
Yeah.
I put the shorts on, go to the right side of the house, check the gate, because that's where the bartender had came and set up the stuff. Gate closed. When I came around, back of the corner, Monty came around, face wet. He was like, I was in that trash. I was in there.
He was so good.
I go out there, strawberries, vegan carrot dogs.
Those strawberries were
cauliflower. Those
were drunken strawberries.
No, he didn't get those. He got just regular strawberries.
I didn't get the drunken ones.
He got regular strawberries. He got some vegan dogs, which was essentially just seasoned carrots and some cauliflower. And he was like that because the vegan food was left over because we only made it for Tony and Tab. Everybody else ate the rest.
I ate some of that though.
Yeah. So Monty came around the corner and was like, "I did eat," and I said I was mad, but then I'm like, "How can I be mad at Monty? He is just a dog." It's up to you, me really, to make sure he can't get into stuff. And that's what I want to tell the people who want us to move on.
Look at how we round
How can you be mad at me when we put it in the title? You got to be mad at yourself because I titled this, The Beef is Over. So you know what we talking about. So you're in control. You're the owner of Monty. You have control to say, I don't want to listen to this anymore. I want to move on. But you can't tell the people.
Now we got to waste time talking about this.
And
now we
listen,
got to come back because you can't get mad at Monty for dogging.
We're still going to finish the thought.
But listen though, you're also in control of your skin care. Support for today's episode comes from One Skin. Okay, sorry, in One Skin. And if you have sensitive skin, you're going to want to hear about their scientifically proven topical supplements. Free from over 105, let me start again, y'all. My brain is just moving a little slow today. Support for today's show comes from One Skin. And if you have sensitive skin, you're going to want to hear about their scientifically proven topical supplements. Free from over 1,500 chemicals and preservatives that can make skin red, irritated, and itchy. Their products are safe for sensitive skin. It's just one of the reasons they've earned the Skin Safe seal of approval. Founded by an all-woman team of scientists, One Skin products are backed by an extensive lab and clinical data to validate their efficacy and safety on all skin types. Not only that, they're the first and only skin longevity company to target cellular, this is a very cute word, senescence. I did that right. A key hallmark of aging. The topical supplements are the easiest way to keep your skin healthy and hydrated without the harsh ingredients or irritations often found in other skincare products. I really do like OneSkin. Most people who compliment me on my skin don't realize I have very sensitive skin. I do not play around. I don't be experimenting with a bunch of stuff. So if it's not going to be for sensitive skin, it's not going to go on Angel's face. And OneSkin is definitely the product that I feel very comfortable using. Treating the symptoms rather than the root of the cause of aging has long been the norm. Most skincare available on the market is designed to provide a temporary reduction in visible signs of aging, addressing just the surface symptoms of underlying decline in skin health. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. Get started today with 15% off using code SK at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code SK. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. I apologize, y'all. My reading has been really off today, but my brain is moving very slow. Anyways, back to Kendrick and Drake. Let me tell you my overarching thoughts about this. I feel like this has been a very entertaining and informative beef. As someone who has never fronted like I was a huge Drake fan, he probably has like 5 songs that I actually like rock with that I enjoy hearing. His overall career of songs, because he has a huge library. Some of his features I don't mind because I actually like the whole song, but his library of songs have not been ones that have resonated with me. One, because I honestly do not like to hear his voice. But 2, it's just not, I don't think it was written for the type of person I am and then the age that I am, which is fine. Kendrick Lamar, on the other hand, I was already a fan of. So I did come into this battle a little, or beef a little more biased. I actually have, I don't have a lot of rappers whose whole albums I actually download to my phone. I have multiple Kendrick Lamar albums.
I have everyone.
I love them. My son is a fan. Marcus is a fan of Kendrick Lamar, which also made me love Kendrick Lamar even more because it's something that him and I actually do talk about. Me and him have had such great. It's been fun having conversations with him about this beef. I will say this though: some of the things, if they are true, that we have learned about Drizzy, Drake, Aubrey, whatever, does make me question. Again, which I feel like we all do, like how long will your fandom last if these accusations are true? If you are one hanging around with pedophiles and also participating in that type of behavior, it's just like, I don't care how many summer bops you write. I'm going to feel some type of way about your success in supporting you. And if you keep hiding children, I'm also going to be like, sir, now you have enough money to be able to be, if you are, and then listen, it might be that we're not seeing him being a father to these people, but it sounds like, no, he's just not. It does make me feel some way about him as a person. Yeah. But overall, this rap beef has been very entertaining to me.
Big E.
I feel like both of these men have definitely, most of their songs came to the table really writing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will be glad. I will personally be glad when this is over. But I feel like Kendrick's not done.
I think it's. I hope it's over. Also, Drake said in the End of the Heart Part 6, like, and this was the defeated thing, like, I'm done with it. Go ahead and release a song in the next 6 minutes if you want to. I was like, you don't say it.
He said basically this album rollout you're doing is for clout and is in bad taste.
Yeah, and it's like but you said, Kendrick, where you at? Why are you hiding? Why aren't you been released? Like you prodded him to releasing. I think you didn't expect him to release this much.
No, they gave us a lot of music.
A lot
in a 2-week period. Yeah. Also, some great stand-up clips. My Kendrick and Drake take from the first like that. Round. That thing did like 2 million views. Baby, keep it going. Let's keep this I did Kendrick Drake. I wish I would. I should have hit you, Josh, for Netflix is a joke to shoot my set because I had a great.
I thought it was close because I didn't.
I should have hit you. I don't be wanting to make you do stuff, especially on the weekends.
What do you mean?
I know, and I should have. I made a mistake. Fred Hammond. I did Fred Hammond jokes, and I sang "Blessed" as part of my joke. Fred Hammond sang backup for me. He sang Blessed.
Stop it.
He did. I had a joke about, you know, how we used Blessed for the offering song. And I said, late in the midnight. And then like the band didn't play. And then I sang Blessed and Fred sang behind me. And I, in my mind on stage, I said, I should have called Josh. Because I would want just, if for no other reason. Well, they shot it, like Melissa and them was watching it in the green room, but like it was streaming in the theater.
Somebody got it.
I told my agents, can you please get this tape? For nothing else.
Just that.
I just need the Fred part. But I did, I prayed for the beef to end on stage. I did A minor. Audience went crazy. It was so good, and I was so mad at myself. Also, I just want to take a quick aside. As a stand-up comedian, you know one of the best things that happened to me over the last 5 years? Keep your distance. Because I had to do, host one, and do new material. You know, before, you had seen me before stand-up. You'd only seen prepared sets. You never seen me do, and Josh too, you had never seen me do no crowd work, no riffing. Like, I might riff within my own material, but never like true, unadulterated riffing. Because I had to do that on Keep Your Distance and Kev on Stage and Friends, I'd be going up there with maybe 5 to 10 minutes of not even prepared material, but just like stuff I want to talk about. And then I riff. I have gotten so much more confident on stage that I am funny and I will figure it out.
Do you think it's also attributed to you seeing how Tone navigates it too?
No, well, yes and no.
Okay.
No, because watching Tony do it is like, that is Tony. It's like, I can watch a nigga do something and know that I can't be
like, Bugs?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've seen Tony do that for years.
Yeah.
Never did I feel like when I see Nate Jackson and Matt Rife do crowd work, I never think that I can do that. I feel like that's a skill.
Yeah, okay.
When I see Tony talk about whatever, I'm like, that's just him being great. That's not me. I know what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Best thing you can know about yourself is what you do well and what you don't do well. But pushing myself, I went to that Netflix as a joke. I had 20 minutes. I just jotted down some things. I did a joke that was not going over at all. And I'm like, well,
let me get out of this.
Let me get out of this. But I would have usually gotten terrified and got out of it. But and I'm really excited for the next thing I'm doing on tour. I'll talk about it later. But I want to say one more thing before we finish this.
That tour next year? When's that tour?
I will talk about it. DJ Vlad. If nothing, actually, before we get DJ Vlad, somebody was shot outside Drake's
security guard
house.
Are they still shooting there?
Apparently last night. I've heard it was.
One?
That's what somebody seemed to have said, but I don't see it on the news. I mean, I don't see it.
One happened last night in the late night hour.
No, somebody was making it seem like it just some more shots.
Unless there was a whole second story. This happened last night or in the early morning of this morning.
Yeah, then that's what it is.
One person.
Okay,
I just want to say,
yeah.
I don't have to be a fan of. I don't want nothing to happen physically to nobody.
Oh,
not only the artist, but the people surrounding. And I'm not insinuating that the shooting is happening because of that. Listen, the music is the music. We can like a song, dislike a song, make jokes. I don't want no Black lives taken. Period. Like, I don't want Drake hurt, Kendrick hurt, or no one in their vicinity as a result of music or dislike. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember Tupac and Biggie in 96, people dying over this. And also since then, a lot of rappers have been shot over various beefs or just killed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no Black lives hurt. Like,
none.
Let's let that be clear. I hope whoever was shot is okay, and whoever shot at them, I hope they, justice is served, whatever that means. Also, if nothing else good happens out of this beef, but we get DJ Vlad out of here, I will be there.
He's on the way. He's definitely out the door.
He went at that black woman and he kept tagging Princeton, and the entirety of my timeline was like, man, nigga, you was super whack. You trying to get this woman fired. Apparently she had already finished her contract, but it was the most like, I'm white. Princeton is a predominantly white institution.
Yeah.
Vlad's not black. It is super whack amongst all the whack stuff he represents to me and the damage he's done and how he misuses his platform. I don't like him. I've told people do not do interviews with him. But to try to get, and then he was like trying to backtrack, like, I actually wasn't trying to troll. I was just trolling. You don't troll by tagging somebody's job because it's in her bio. And I believe that if her bio said at Howard or Hampton or FAMU or TSU.
He wouldn't have took his white ass over there.
You don't think your whiteness is gonna have no power at HBCU, but at Princeton, I bet you think. Let me tell you gonna tell on her for tweeting at you.
Yeah,
you is corny. That is corn behavior.
You know, sometimes when I think of these men, especially that be behaving in ways that we're just like yuck. Was the academics baby?
Ugh.
In VLAD, I'd be like, what is the short circuit? What is the short circuit that is happening in their brains that they are really unaware of how the effect that they have is actually for the negative?
Man,
I really don't understand the lack of self-awareness. So that's why I'd be like, is there a chip missing? Like, is there something that didn't get put in to help them see, oh, now when you do this is actually the overall effect.
1,000%.
I don't understand.
I'm with you. And I just be like, I feel like you can be a guest of hip hop, right? But you got to know where the line ends, right? I actually don't have Vlad can say as a music enthusiast, the mix is bad. That is stupid and not the point of a rap battle. But I don't personally see that's like a black people issue. You can enjoy, you can say the mix is bad, right? But I don't think Morgan Jerkins tweeted that at Vlad because of the mix. It was like, you ain't really, I just don't like you. I'm just using, this is just a reminder, right? But the tagging her job was the super wackest thing ever. And as a guest of the culture, you should know why would you use your whiteness to try to harm a black person over a music take? Amongst the actual harm you've caused in hip hop. Like, people have gotten arrested, apparently have gotten shot because of beef that Vlad has fanned the flames of actual beef, and people have gone on to do stuff, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was fanned by him.
Yeah.
So that's where I'd be like frustrated. Like, you can enjoy it, but don't take from it when you have given nothing to it.
I think we have to also, I feel like artists are now not really rocking with DJ Vlad as much, which is great. But I think we have to stop allowing people who are guests of black culture have a credibility that allows them to speak on things that they are not a part of.
Yes.
Because I do think when it comes to art, I do think art is for everybody, even if it comes out of someone's culture.
Yes.
However, when you start to critique the culture that you're not a part of, that's where, like you said, that's where the line is drawn. And people like Vlad, I think, have been given or at least they think, but I also think they have been given too much power to feel like they have, their point of view has validity outside of the actual art, that they can also speak to the culture. And we have to start correcting that as soon as we see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
great choice I made. But quite often, you prove yourself to be good and just as a podcast host.
Thank you.
You're good, Angel.
Thank you. But yeah, somebody made a very good point. Like Eminem. Eminem is an amazing, to some, and I do think he's a great lyricist. He was very unique to us inside of hip hop because nobody was really sounding like him that was popular at the time. And so he did what he did while he was a prominent artist. Yes. But he never spoke on our culture. He just dwelled within the art of hip hop because he loved the art of hip hop. But he didn't think, now I get to also speak to the culture that hip hop was birthed out of, because he understands he's not a part of it.
And you know who else? And black folks have never had a problem with Eminem.
No.
Right? You know who else they never had a problem with? Paul Wall.
Absolutely.
Paul Wall, also a guest of culture, but also a Houston resident. Nobody ever questioned Paul Wall because he understands his place within the culture. He's added to it. So has Eminem. Has added to hip hop culture. but never
Bubba Sparks. Yep.
Well, Bubba Sparks. Bubba Sparks was we don't. The Bubba Sparks was different.
What did he do? Somebody said, or Bubba Sparks.
Bubba Sparks? Nah, I don't remember exactly what Bubba Sparks did.
Did he do something?
Bubba Sparks.
Is that why we ain't seen Bubba Sparks?
Yeah, but Paul Wall, y'all right in the Patreon. Paul Wall is authentic, and he's the people's champ.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want to look it up, but Bubba Sparks had did something that I was like,
Paul Lynn.
Yeah, but
No.
Paul Wall. Listen, Paul Wall.
Did you not see that video?
Was this?
Did you not see Paul Lynn? It was
Paul
a
Lynn?
dude playing Paulin.
Oh, Paul Lynn. Yes.
But it was like as Paul Wall.
Oh, I forgot to get what is it? The braids. Hold on, let me see if this is it.
I park his son. The very first time I shot me and Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the finish, get twisted. What is it, the braids? I heard
You went, what is it, the braids? He goes, what is it, the braids?
No, it was more than that. What is the braids? What is it, what is it, the braids?
No, he is not.
You're not
Angel,
yelling.
listen.
Losing his mind. The braids.
Listen to how he was rapping first and then how he go up.
He just started very low, so it sounded higher.
What is it, the braids?
It's not braids.
It was braids. What is it? It's here. Let me start.
What is it, the braids?
We're here.
I park his son. The very first time I shot me and Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the finish, get twisted.
What is it? The braids?
You are stupid.
All
What
right,
is
y'all. We're done with this.
We gotta shoot another one. Sorry.
Bonus. We're talking Tom Brady. We're talking Keon Henderson telling that lady to hush.
We're talking about Josh directing Angel's next music video.
Spanish Guy directs.
Spanish Guy
And
Productions.
we're talking about Brian McKnight getting kicked out of or getting a show canceled in Detroit.
No, because listen, Detroit be holding it down.
And Keith Lee and them nasty greens. All right. See you in a few.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage and that chick Angel.